Hello, I'm Margarida Souza. I am from Lisbon, Portugal, and I teach chemistry and citizenship in middle school. This presentation of the ALICE project aims to serve as a guideline to contribute to the development of students by informing and appropriating the assessment criteria and self-assessment feedback on rubrics. This work was developed with a class of 8th graders, and it had 2 phases. We started with the topic natural resources, and the task was cleaning a beach. The students were very enthusiastic and committed. They collected 3 kilos of garbage, mostly paper, plastic, and cigarette butts. In each group, the students chose a spokesperson. Then they decided on the competencies to assess: commitment, responsibility, and social behavior. They suggested the criteria for each competency. Finally, they created rubrics with 4 levels of performance. In the first phase, students were asked to create a rubric, and in the second phase, they were asked to include the feedback they deemed necessary in the rubrics to improve future performances. The debate was very participative and included interesting ideas to define the learning merit. They decided to have from 2 to 4 criteria for each competence. This is an example of the use of the commitment rubric. The rubric consists of well-defined criteria and performance levels related to a specific domain, for example, a skill. The portfolio of Francisca shows that she assesses her commitment by matching it to the various levels of achievement in the rubric. Francisca points out, always collaborate with peers and teachers. And 5. Always concentrate on picking up the garbage and not disturb the others. And 5. Frequently perform the task without the teacher's help. And 4. These are important aspects about the clarification of criteria. Makes them simple and easy to understand, clarifies the teacher's aims, supports the self-assessment and the co-assessment, and develops essential skills. These are important aspects about the clarification of performance levels. Establish grades to improve future activities, give formative feedback, and allow self-assessment of what could be improved next time. The second topic was landscape. The task was to observe the environment and identify the problems where they live. In this rubric, they also identified self-assessment feedback to improve their level. The rubrics help students to confirm how they are doing and what to do next. The self-assessment feedback combines the perspective centered on the criteria of the rubric and the perspective centered on the feedback of self-assessment. In conclusion, on rubrics, the use of criteria and feedback of self-assessment is a new perspective in students' formative assessment.